The State News. My name is David Ojo. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has expressed displeasure at the level of infrastructural decay in both education and health sector in the state. Senator Adeleke expressed the displeasure when he paid an unscheduled visit to St. Michael Anglican Primary School, Ayekpe area, Osogbo. Governor's office correspondent Abdurrahim Adekunle has more on that story.
Inspecting the road from Shadiat Bridge, Ayekpe area of Osogbo Ilisha Road, Senator Ademola Adeleke trekked the road from the junction down to the primary school. Speaking with some of the residents, the state governor said he decided to embark on the visit to have first-hand information on the state of the road and level of infrastructural deficit that has happened to John Mackay Anglican Primary School, Ayekpe area, Osogbo. The headmistress of the school, Mrs. Esther Ogundipe, while conducting the governor round to the school, said most of the blocks of classrooms in the school were blown off by storms and were abandoned because the previous government did not do anything to fix them. Responding, the governor assured the teacher, who was moved to tears, that the school and the road will be part of the completed projects to be celebrated in commemoration of his 100 days in office.
I can assure you, whatever we need to do to improve the facilities and part of infrastructure, we will do it. In our 100 days, you will see what will happen. So don't cry again, you will not cry no more. Okay?
The governor, who caught the residents of the area unaware, was welcomed by pupils of the schools who had trooped out en masse to welcome him with songs. The governor also visited Otaifun Maternity Center in Olorunda North LCDA, where he lamented the state of things at the facility with no drugs, beddings, and an unkept environment. The governor assured the residents of the area that his government will leave no stone unturned in ensuring that people have access to qualitative healthcare services.
Look at the bed, look at the bed. Somebody will just sit here now.
The residents of the area, who could not hide their joy, said no government presence could be felt in the area and that it is the first time a governor will visit their community regardless of the poor state of the road. It has been Abdurrahim Adekunle reporting.
Another development, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has ordered immediate stoppage of illegal mining as well as arrest and prosecution of illegal mining syndicates. Senator Adeleke gave this directive while inaugurating a committee on solid mineral sector. Once again, Governor's office correspondent Abdurrahim Adekunle completes the story.
Ademola Adeleke, the inauguration of the committee is meant to rescue the soul of the state's economy, adding that the committee is saddled with the responsibility of recovering and protecting the common assets and solid mineral resources of Osun State. He said his administration is beaming searchlight on the solid mineral sector with particular attention on the activities of Shegilola Company and others operating in the state's gold field, while lamenting that there is no record of any payment of the 13% derivatives due to the state in several years of its existence. Senator Adeleke condemned the level of environmental degradation that the state has been subjected to by those operating in the mining field.
Osun State is entitled to 13% derivation from every ounce of gold extracted from our gold and other solid mineral fields. Shegilola and other operating companies are expected by law to pay Osun State 13% derivation on the value of gold and other solid minerals produced in the last 25 years. Till date, we have no record of any payment made by Shegilola and other mining companies to Osun State. My administration is determined to recover every penny owed Osun State by companies operating in Osun gold field.
In a similar development, the governor lamented a situation where revenue agents earn more than the state and directed that all revenues must henceforth go to the coffers of the state. He He therefore directed all revenue agents in the state to report to the committee immediately for new terms of engagement.
Consequently, all consultants manning the control post and collecting haulage revenue are hereby suspended, pending review by the revenue committee.
On the report of illegal logging of precious woods, the governor ordered immediate suspension of all logging permits. He also suspended the engagement of all consultants manning the control posts for the collection of haulage revenues. The governor charged the committee to look into the area of revenue leakages and come up with new ideas on how to boost the internally generated revenues of the state. It has been Abdurrahim Adekiliko reporting.
Reports monitored in Osbc says broadcast journalists have been charged to make responsibility the beacon of their profession. The Chief Executive Officer of Channels Media Group, Mr. John Momo, gave the charge at the induction of the first set of members of the Society of Nigerian Broadcasters in Lagos. Oluwatoyin's report from Lagos is presented from our studio.
Fairness, balance with unbiased reportage. The broadcast manager stressed the beacon of broadcast journalism, which is responsibility, should be upheld by broadcast managers, editors, reporters, and producers. He regretted that the media landscape is fraught with and taken over by social media journalists, mostly untrained, thus turning out half-proof and unverified information, often difficult to track and with devastating effects on society. Charging professional broadcast journalists to look into content creation to dislodge social media journalists from the landscape, Mr. John Momo prodded media professionals to promote peace in all aspects of their job. In their remarks, former Chairman Osbc Board of Directors, Dr. Yemi Farumbi, media icons, Engineer Vincent Maduka, and Single Wigwe took a stripe at the manner licenses are given out to would-be proprietors or established stations with dearth of professionals and content. They stressed the need for the broadcast industry to emphasize dress code and invest in training of staff. It will be recalled that the first stream of induction of pioneers into the Society of Nigerian Broadcasters took place in Abuja a couple of days ago. The second stream of the first set took place in Lagos, with inductees drawn from all over the country. Part of the inductees in Lagos were the Director of News, Osbc Radio, Abimbola Babatunde, Director, News, Osbc TV, Akinola Owolabi, Director of Sports, Osbc, Muideen Adeleke, and Director of Engineering, Toyin Owujaye. Others were Bukola Adelibigbe, Coordinating Director, Ministry of Information, Moshood Suleiman, Director of Press, Ministry of Information, and Oluwatoyin Yusuf, Deputy Director, Current Affairs, Osbc TV.
Congratulations to some of our directors that were in that induction. And that ends the state news on Osbc TV. Join us 5 p.m. for evening news. Thanks for watching and good afternoon.